They're going to see me smacking, so, but I don't care. I'm hungry.
You just got out of work and you smacking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, I'm going to need that picture.
Already starting.
Okay.
We already read like some of these, but we started skipping around because it got boring. And my God, there's a lot.
My God, bro.
It's terrible. All right.
Meeting Kirk. It was 1984 and you and your friends decided to go to a Metallica concert.
With
Both your
money?
friends decided to go get drinks, but at the time you didn't want one. You decided to call your dad at the phone booth. Where the fuck are you? He said angrily. You told him in a church. As you were talking a 5'8"
Hold on, I'm already pausing, but just imagine all the people in the background, just bands playing, and it's just like, I'm at church.
I'm at church.
That church sounded pretty loud.
Molesting his guitar on stage. Like,
it's like,
oh
yeah, I'm at church.
Yeah. Kirk, we're worshiping.
Sorry, he said no, you're okay, you said as you hung up. Then you realized the guy who ran into you was Kirk Hammett. Dear Kirk, you said, literally apt to pass out. Yeah, and your name is? He asked. My name is YN. You said that's a very pretty name, YN. You were about to say thank you, but then your friends walked up and ruined the moment. Kirk said he had to go on stage and left. Were you talking to Kirk? Asked one of your friends. Yeah. He called my name pretty, you said. Your friends got really jealous because they both had major crushes on him. They kept their distance during the show. They barely talked to you. When you looked at Kirk, he was staring right at you. This made one of your friends really mad, so she switched spots with you, thinking that he would look at her instead. But that was not the case. His eyes followed right after you. All you could do was smile and wave. At the end of the concert, both of your friends went to the bathroom. They were in there for about 15 minutes until you went to go look for them. They were gone. They left you at the concert, alone, with no way to get home.
First, saw this, I was thinking, Adrianna better not do some shit to me like this when this happens. But then leaving me, that's something you would never do.
What?
You would never leave me there just because he said some words to me.
You would never leave. You know I don't talk to people. The way I'm talking right now, nobody would ever know that I'm like this. Because in public, I'm...
Yep.
You better not leave me.
I'm not leaving you.
Shoot, because if Kirk Hammett was talking to me, guess what the first person I'm gonna tell?
Me.
You. God, he looked at me. You know what that means. He want me to push out a baby for him. I can do that.
But just like in the scenario anyway, you call your dad, then you hang up and just like, oh my God, it's Kirk Hammett. What are you doing?
Like, you were so casual about it. Like, I'm Kirk Hammett, and you're just like,
oh, hey.
Hi.
Oh, you're good.
Girl, I would be... Whatever Courage the Cowardly Dog said.
We've only gotten... This is only the first page, and there's how many pages now? Not counting the author's notes? It's bad. And not just because it's on Wattpad.
I think that's partially the reason why it's bad.
I write on Wattpad, shut up. Anyways, moving along. Oh yeah, a little tip for all you Wattpad writers. If you want text-to-speech, just add it to your tags. It doesn't work for mine for some reason, so don't bother.
I don't even use Wattpad. So.
I'm talking to people.
Oh!
We back to recording. If you just saw my Discord, no you didn't. Anyway. I was checking something, alright? I'm making a game and I need my soundtrack. I was checking my soundtrack. I still got it up too.
Oh Lord, this is ghetto.
Alone. You tried calling both of your friends, but it went straight to voicemail every time. You started getting nervous because nobody would pick up, and your dad thought you were at church. Fuck, you said in a nervous
He ain't think you were at church.
Grabbed your shoulders. Hey, Ryan, what's wrong? Said Kirk. My friends left me here and I have no way to get home. You said angrily, I can take you home, Ryan. You agreed and walked to Kirk's car. The car ride home was pretty awkward and quiet. When you pulled up at the house, you noticed your dad wasn't home. Oh, my dad's not here. You said, well, can I walk you to the door then? He asked. Of course you can, you said, smiling. He walked you to the door and gave you his number. Here, Ryan, just in case you need me or anything, he said, smiling. You took the small gum wrapper he wrote it on and stuck it in your back pocket. After you went in the house, you watched Kirk's car drive away. You were very tired, so you put the number on the dresser and changed into some pajamas. You quickly lied down in your bed and fell asleep thinking about your time you had with Kirk.
Bro, you just got Kirk Hammett's number.
Are you just like,
okay, bouncing off the walls right now?
Well, she ain't you for one, so.
Yeah, if it were me, I just got Kirk Hammett's number. You know what's ironic?
Now, the one question is right now, at least, how old are we?
Well, when Kirk met his wife, she was 16 and he was 20, so. That picture, by the way.
I know, and yes, already. So, trigger warning. Yeah. Porn. Anyway.
Girl, it's not barely that.
Girl, you know how sensitive people are, especially with you.
Hold on.
I'm not sensitive.
You can't even look at one penis without crying.
That was a 1 pound thing. Go to hell.
After last time, I'm already there. Guys.
Warnings. NSFW. After a month or two, you and Kirk started catching feelings for each other. You two would call each other every night. One night when your dad was gone, Kirk came over. It was around 10 p.m. when he got there. Hey, Ryan, he said, walking in like he lives there. Hey, Kirk, we should probably go upstairs. He nodded and followed you upstairs. When you got to your room, you sat down while he looked at the stuff in your room. I like your room, why? And he said. You smiled and said thank you. He sat down beside you, and you just looked at each other for a little, and then he leaned in for a kiss. Of course you kissed him back. You two ended up making out until he slid his hand up your thigh. You guys kept making out until you lifted up your shirt. After your shirt was...
That was fast. And the last chapter was just like, oh yeah, HC stands for hair color or whatever. So technically, this is 2 chapters. We met him and now we fucking.
Technically 3. It was 3. This is the 3rd one.
Yeah, it's the 3rd one. Whatever. But this still kind of fast. Go put the phone down. We already know.
What are we gonna call this segment? Adrianna Simps.
Why didn't you tell me your dad had all that ass?
Anyway, so we're gonna take a quick break before it gets to talk about this man right here. He is so boring. I want him so bad. Like, bro. Although I think I'm a little too old for him. You know, I'm 18 now. I'm sorry.
Is the segment over? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You took your pants off while you were undressing. Kirk was too. When it came to the point where you were both naked, he climbed on top of you and asked, "Are you sure you want this?" You nodded as he slid his dick into you.
Minors can't consent, Kirk.
You, and both of you felt so much pleasure. Kirk started heavy breathing, which turned you on even more. You didn't want to moan because you found it embarrassing. You can moan, why? And it's okay, Kirk said while heavy breathing. This made you feel better about it, so you started to moan quietly. Your moans are so cute, why? And he said, thank you, you whispered. He pulled out, flipped you over, and hit it from the back. This felt way better than...
1984. Who was saying it from the...
He started the evolution. He started the trend while he was getting with the 16-year-old.
The phrase hit it from the... Like...
I bet you this was written by like... I bet you this was written by a 15-year-old.
What?
I bet you this was written by a 15-year-old.
Matt, let's talk about how she said she was embarrassed to like moan. Girl, I would have sounded like a cupcake song. Y'all ever listen? Y'all ever listen to Deep Throat?
I better not be editing this.
You're gonna edit this out?
I better not be editing the song in right now.
You better edit the song in. You better be. Future Rose, edit the song in. Edit the beginning just so you can give the people and just
Like children's music? No. What music are you into?
I like this. It's very grown up.
Help me!
for their imagination.
I think they got enough imagination for me.
You know cupcakes are virgin.
What?
I think I have the tweet.
Right, so you sent it to me on Instagram?
Uh-huh.
By the way, follow my Instagram.
Nobody want to look at that Animal Crossing.
Shut the hell up, people want to look at it. Oh yeah, it's the Odd Genes Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'll try and like put it up on screen like right here or something. Look at my 2 pictures that I have. If you don't look at them, you're straight. I work hard on my pictures, okay?
Did you even pay off your debt?
Yes. I paid them off.
Cheated.
It ain't cheating when it's open resource. Anyway.
You started to moan even louder, but not too loud because you were still embarrassed. Oh shit, Kirk said him about to come, he said right after. After he said that he started to go faster. This made you feel so good that both you and Kirk came at the same time. Kirk pulled out and fell asleep right beside you. You kept thinking about when your dad was gonna get home and what would happen if he came in and saw you naked laying with Kirk. But then the thoughts just left your head and you fell fast asleep right beside Kirk.
Picture this. Picture this. Your father coming home from like your 9 to 10 job, whatever.
9 to 5, girl.
What the fuck ever. And you just coming home and then it's early quiet, just like, I'm gonna check on my daughter. Like my 16-year-old daughter.
Not 16.
And you go up to her room, you just peek in there, and there's a naked ass man just laying next to her, and you just like, is that a fucking hobo? You go in and more, and it's just like, is that Kirk Hammett?
Right, my daddy. Listen, daughter. My dad, he would have looked at him and said, is that Kirk Hammett? What do you want with my own daughter? There's nothing she can give you. All she does is stay in her room all day and sleep.
No, it'll be like that. It'll be like that TikTok audio.
Come here. Bitch. Yeah.
No, he probably make you laugh and say that he raped you. What? Say that he raped you.
So
you want to get paid? You gotta edit that out.
I'll think about it. Okay.
Hey,
Trigger warning. Body shaming.
body shaming.
Even though it's some little shit. Whatever.
Meeting Metallica. Warnings. Body shaming. When you woke up the next morning, your dad still wasn't home and Kirk was still sleeping beside you, so you wrapped yourself up in a blanket and went downstairs to call your dad. Hello? Your dad said, "Hey Dad, where are you? You didn't come home last night, and yeah, don't worry about me," he interrupted. "He'll be home tomorrow afternoon, bye," he said quickly and hung up before you could say bye back. All
No
of a
daddy
sudden,
drug dealer.
Or he's screwing someone else and just leaving you for another family.
And then some hoe named Jade.
Jade and what? Ryan? Something? Nick?
Girl, to this day we don't know who Jade is.
Well, I don't think we're about to find out.
felt two arms wrap around your waist and pick you up. It was Kirk.
Yeah,
He took you back upstairs and laid you on the bed. He kissed you and said, "Get your pretty little ass up." In taking you to meet the band, you were really exited, so you got dressed really fast. Here's the fit.
Exited.
And ran.
Okay, let's talk about the fit real quick.
It ain't that bad. Cause it ain't that much.
Look at the little bullets. It's giving Eddie Munson. Speaking of Eddie, now why he had them bullets and he ain't even use them? They could have gave my nigga a gun. They did Eddie dirty. They say, "Oh nigga, you gotta go."
One, the fit ain't bad because it ain't that much. And two, you always tell me to get my ass up, but you already laid me on the bed.
And we talk about how we are literally sat up here built like two oversized potatoes. Like I'm literally built like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. And Kirk is like, he picked you up.
I will break his back.
Girl, I'm gonna break that nigga neck. His knees don't go out.
No, wait, hold on. I got the perfect example for this. Woo. Just. Alright, imagine this chair is Kirk Hammett. Like,
Girl.
imagine this chair is me. I'm Kirk Hammett. Say. Girl, how much you weigh? Damn! You know, just for me.
Sure, you ever seen that? You ever heard that audio of Plankton from the SpongeBob movie going? That's gonna be Kirk trying to pick me up.
And also, just for me personally, I would not wear this outfit. Just because everything will be hanging out for me, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I think we both know why you wouldn't wear that outfit.
And also the cross. So.
I wear it.
Religious trauma core. Anyway.
What?
Religious trauma. Anyway.
Out the door. Kirk started a car and sped off. Where? Are we going to meet them? You asked the diner, he answered back. Some time passed and you two pulled up at the diner. When you walked in, you saw three men sitting at a table waiting for you and Kirk to come over. When you walked over, Kirk said, "This is Lars, James, and Cliff, and guys, this is my girlfriend," and you smiled and shook all of their hands except for Lars. He gave you a weird...
I think we went a little too fast, Kirk. Girlfriend.
Like, we just met, like, what, 2 days ago, yesterday?
Kirk Hammett is the type of nigga to pick his girlfriend up from high school. The Metallica fans are gonna come for our neck. Girl, we gonna get you canceled before we even start.
And I'm okay with it. I mean, you already get attacked on TikTok, so you always start fights on there, so.
And do. I be telling people to kill themselves.
Yeah, let's get back to it.
Then the waitress came over to take orders. "Hi, I would like the take the ham and cheese bagel." Lars interrupted you. This made you angry.
Bagel.
After he was done ordering, you ordered your food. "Hi, I would like the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich with no sides," you said. "Is that all?" The waitress said, "Yeah, is that all?" Lars said, "Yes, that's all," you said with a confused look on your face. After you were done ordering, everyone else ordered their food. After the waitress left, Lars said, "You should have gotten more food. You're looking a little skinny."
Thank you, Lord.
Anyone out there? I don't care what you think.
What?
I don't care what anyone thinks. Someone called me like, "Oh, you should have got more food. You're looking more skinny." I'm just like, this is the nicest thing anyone has said to me.
It was my grandma's calling me.
Alright. I'm gonna pause it.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
Now we're recording.
Alright.
People have been telling you that since grade school, and Kirk could tell you chill Lars, let her get whatever she wants, he said. You put your head on his shoulder and tried not to cry. For the rest of the time that you kept your head down and only spoke when you were spoken to. When it was time to go, you only had one thought, I hate Lars.
Yeah, I hate him too, but like for completely different reasons. Lars do look kind of Hobbit-ish in the face. I ain't trying to come for nobody looks or nothing like that. Like, I ain't trying to make fun of nobody, but like, Lars do look kind of... Lars look like he got stars. I mean, come on now.
Pathetic.
My precious. Hey, that nigga racist. I'm gonna need that picture.
I already bet you already have the picture. Or you can find it in under 10 seconds.
Is that a challenge?
No.
Hey.
Dad's home. When you got back home, you stormed into your room and Kirk followed behind you, not noticing your dad was home. You shut the door after Kirk came in. You sat on your bed while taking your boots off. Sorry, Ablard.
I'm sorry. I found this picture, Kirk. Like, every time they say Kirk majestically woke up next to you, this is what I imagine. That nigga hair everywhere. He ain't got no type of pants on. He's just like...
And also, we just gonna ignore that your dad was home. He probably in the living room. You just storm off and storm into the house. And some...
It's Kirk Hammett.
Kirk Hammett follows you.
Just following behind you. My daddy would have been like, hey, sweetheart. We don't need to be famous.
Any young person with so much clout.
So, like, Addison Rae.
Oh god, not her. We ain't nothing like her.
Which one was the one that was a pedophile? Was it Zoe Laverne?
Yeah. Had a baby with it too. She has a baby. A child.
Right.
She tried to sell, like, pictures of the baby.
Oh no. Anyway, last week...
And he doesn't know what Hess talking about. Half the time you looked at him with anger, whatever. Even if you didn't know, it still hurt. You took your shirt and your pants off and walked into your closet. Damn girl, Kirk said, smirking. Shut up, you said, laughing. You put on some comfortable clothes and laid down in the bed. Kirk took off his t-shirt and black jeans and laid down beside you. You turned on a movie and Kirk put his arm around you and fell asleep. You kept watching the movie and then all of a sudden the door swung open. It was your dad. Who is this boy? He said, screaming, this is
this boy!
1, you mean man. 2, how far did we go into the movie before he came in?
Wait, your daddy already there?
Daddy already there, you don't even care.
How did he not notice B. Kirk Hammett walking upstairs?
How does he not know anyone else just following your daughter in the house?
I'm saying, like, even if it wasn't Kirk, even if it was a friend of hers, how do you not notice another whole human being following your daughter up the stairs?
Friend Kirk said, where have you been, Dad? Last time I called you, you rushed off, but don't worry about where us. He interrupted. Okay, Dad, well, if you're just gonna cut me off, get out. You said, excuse me, he said. Then you got up and said, get out. Then you shut the door and locked it. Then you got back in bed, cuddled up to Kirk and fell asleep.
If I would have talked to my daddy like that. You know, Kirk kind of looked like... Kirk kind of looked like the, you know, the squirrel from Ice Age.
Moving on.
You woke up around 4 p.m. and your dad was gone, but there was a note on the counter that
Why
said,
is he
"Why
gone?
he'll be gone till
Why?
tomorrow afternoon." Dad, you rolled your eyes and threw the note in the trash. You were really hungry, so you decided to make macaroni and cheese. Kirk came down and sat at the kitchen table. Hey, YN, what are you making? He asked. Mac and cheese. You said, oh, well, tomorrow I have band practice with the guys. He said, oh, well, can I come with you? My dad left and I don't want to be here alone. You said shyly, of course you can whine.
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Mom, Dad, you know how Amazon for
What? Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You smiled and finished making the food. Passed him a bowl and you two ate together. You were
Yeah, this is a word from our sponsor.
You were exited to go to band practice with Kirk. Girl wasn't even decided to go to my own band practice.
Alright, next chapter. Can we skip this? Wait, also, I would... Oh, you froze. Alright, now you're good. No, never mind. I just like to say, I've noticed this. You first wake up, and your first choice is macaroni and cheese.
I mean, to be fair, you woke up from a nap.
Still. Like,
I eat some mac and cheese after a nap.
I'm just gonna move on from such right now. You know, since we doing backgrounds now, yeah. I'm going with my usual. Alright, we need to have some.
You are like Papa!
Time to get freaky part 2. Devilish face, warning. NSFW, you and Kirk woke up the next morning and got ready to go to band practice. Here's the fit. Confused face.
Orange.
So basically what we wore last time.
It's the same thing.
Why we wearing this?
Oh, God, we got. It's not working.
100. Fire. You look so good, Wyan, Kirk said as he kissed you. Thanks, Kirk, you said, smiling when you and Kirk were done getting dressed. You got in his car.
Y'all know periods? God!
On the way there, you listened to the Scorpions. Thank you for letting me come with you, Kirk, you said lovingly. He put his...
That was a whole one sentence!
I know my teacher, especially my high school English teacher, would crucify me. She is screaming right now as we speak.
You look so good, Wyan, Kirk said as he kissed you. Thanks, Kirk, he said, smiling when you went.
Don't get getting dressed, that is his car, and went to practice.
All the way.
The student's running a marathon. It's still running.
It gets worse, stupid.
It gets worse. That's a paragraph.
Hand on the inside of your thigh, you're welcome, he said, smirking at you. When you got there, you were about 30 minutes early. Kirk's hand was still on the inside of your thigh, but this time it slowly started to move up. This made you super turned on, so you leaned over and started making out with Kirk. After a while, you two got in the back seat, you got in his lap and started making out.
Alright, we fucked. Anyway, next one.
Because I really don't want to hear all that.
Oh, it's
Play
his
video.
Yeah, of course. Okay, we're good. Alright. You literally can find the video yourself. Be quiet.
He's mad because they better than you. You a hater.
He's a famous guitarist in a famous rock band, and I'm an 18-year-old sitting here listening to fanfics about us fucking him. I know he's better than me.
That way you put it that way.
I know he's better than me.
Band practice. When you got inside, Lars, James, and Cliff were sitting down. Finally, what to you guys so long? Cliff asked. You both stayed silent and looked at each other. Cliff looked at you both and said, "Aw shit, man, got you horny fuckers." You laughed and sat down. Then you noticed that Lars was giving you a weird look. You just looked away, not caring if he was looking at you or not. Afterwards, the guys started practicing. You were watching Kirk play guitar until you noticed in the corner of your eye Lars was glancing at you. You just ignored him? Time skip.
Just watching him play and just hold on, let me turn off my background for this. Just hearing him play that, and just in the corner you just see.
My petty self would have been like, "Hey, oh,
Just staring straight at you. Just
I know it's the 80s, but stop acting like you ain't seen a nigga."
After a few hours, you and Kirk decided to go to his house since you've never been. Lars is kind of creepy, you said suddenly. Why do you say that? He asked because he kept looking at me weird the whole time, you said nervously. Kirk put his hand on your thigh again and looked at you. I'm pretty sure it's fine, YN. Hes just got I don't know. He said, it's fine, you said as the car drove into the driveway. You got out.
So we just glossed over that whole thing.
It was like, Lars made me extremely uncomfortable. Why do you say that? Because he's just staring at me. Oh. Kirk is a booty boyfriend.
House is so cool, you said, smiling.
We should invite Kevin.
Kirk said as he grabbed your arm and started running.
We should invite
Kevin?
Kevin.
What is that?
Hold on, let me invite my friends here. Get up! Get up!
Anyways, y'all, so this is me and Kirk's son, Kevin.
And this is their godchild, fallopian tubes.
Followed behind him.
You know, Fergalicious had a lot of things to deal with. The joke is that hold on, I don't know if I could do this, but I'll probably put it on screen or something. This is the name. It's flipped, but I'll flip it in editing. That's the name. We don't know how to pronounce it, so we just call it fallopian tubes. Frieza, 50 Cent.
Fennec Fox.
The sponsor of this video is Squishmallows. Abuse them. Alright.
Kevin doesn't need this.
So Kevin can close his eyes.
By the way, I know Baby Yoda's real name. Calm down, I know it's not Kevin.
He had lots of band posters and records. I love your room, Kirk. It's so amazing, you said, looking at everything. Thanks, he said, while hoping in the bed. You took your boots off and hoped in there with him. You two fell asleep together. When you got up, you wanted to take a shower, but you didn't have any other clothes, so you took one of Kirk's shirts and went in the bathroom. When you got undressed and got in the shower, you heard a knock on the door. Y/N?
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Mom, Dad.
They fucked. Anyway.
Oh, that scared me. I thought it was gonna be the thing from JoJo where it's like
You have access to this.
You know what else you have access to? These nuts.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian.
5 minutes later.
She texts me saying I'm a hoe.
One hour later.
She'll get back in this call.
3 hours later.
Hold on.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Now my these nuts don't keep bending you.
Anyways, let me close up my Animal Crossing. I was waiting for you, so. Alright, on with chapter whatever, first date. After all of this, we've just gone on our first date.
And we done had sex like, what, 3 times? 3 times?
Yeah. She was more like a prostitute.
Girl.
Anyways.
Don't see those words around
First date. You and Kirk woke up around 10:35 a.m. and you both went downstairs and you started to make breakfast. Kirk's paw. She's so cute when she makes me food, he thought to himself. Maybe I should take her out on a date. We've never actually been on one, he thought as he watched you make waffles and hash browns. Your paw. Hey, Ryan? Kirk said, yeah? What's up? You said, looking back at him. I wanted to ask you if you wanted to go on a date with me tonight. He said, looking at you. You smiled at him and said, of course I'll go on a date with you, but you can't act like a jackass while we're there, you said, laughing. He laughed and said, okay, and you two watched TV for a few hours. A few hours pass and it's time to go on the date. You got dressed, and so did he. Here's the fit. Flex.
I'll be busting out that thing. Everything will be hanging out.
That is a boo-boo behind the... Girl, that's a nightgown. That's a nightgown.
That's what I wear to bed.
Right, I wear that to bed.
If I wore that, and I know, like, because I'm mostly going to buy it online, because, no. It's going to come too short, too small, everything busting out the sides. Because I'm well endowed in my chest area.
Girl, we know.
They don't. So let's just say one step and it's all over for me.
Girl, you turn to the side. The jiggle fixes are going to be insane. Girl, and let's talk about the type.
Girl, it's going to look like...
Obviously, the story is not fat inclusive.
Or black inclusive.
Definitely not black.
If I wore...
If we were black,
if I wore their
Kirk and I would have been
stockings...
fighting over the bonnet right now.
If I wore their stockings, it would look like bread dough wrapped in saran wrap.
I mean, I was thinking aluminum foil, but... You know, that's just me, though.
And the jacket, like, where I'm at right now, taut. I'm not wearing no leather.
Like, I don't care what season it is. It's hot and chosen.
And dark markings is fine. I don't care. Alright.
Biceps, 100, fire. After you were
What?
done getting
Oh.
dressed,
The emoji.
you went downstairs to where Kirk was waiting for you. He looked at you and said, damn, Ryan, I've never seen you in a dress before. You look amazing. Then he grabbed your waist and pulled you towards him. Then he kissed you. Thank you, you said, looking up at him.
Dress, the nightgown.
Then he grabbed your hand and took you to the car. You two got into the car and drove off. After a long drive, you two got to a place called Olive Garden. You walked inside.
Pause it. Ain't no way I'ma let a nigga from a world famous metal band take me to Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Well, you're 16, so we thinking she don't need much. She need much to please.
I feel like Kirk be the type of nigga to go on like 3 a.m. McDonald's runs.
And honestly, I love that.
Like, it'd be 4 in the morning, and then nigga like, hey, trying to go to McDonald's.
And you just leave
It's 4:33 in the morning.
And?
You trying to go to McDonald's? Yeah, I want a McFlurry. Did McFlurries even exist back then? I don't know. No, they did not.
Yeah.
The McFlurry was actually introduced in 1997. So no, McFlurries did not exist.
The more you know.
McFlurry? Bruh, I couldn't live back then. I'd definitely be skinny. Cause I'm convinced Oreo McFlurries makes up 75% of my body weight. The other 25% is mac and cheese.
Took your seats. You ordered the lasagna and Kirk ordered fettuccine. You two were talking and then you noticed this creepy...
Well, first of all, I would have ordered the fettuccine.
First of all, I'd be fooled by now because I would have been... Them breadsticks would have been...
I have not been to Olive Garden in a while, so them breadsticks were gone.
Girl, them breadsticks... You know that scene in White Chicks? Kirk would have been like,
damn, little lady.
You know, you can... I love White Chicks.
Guy staring at you, Kirk, you whispered, what? He whispered back. That man behind you keeps staring at me. Kirk turned around and looked back at you. It's probably nothing. You nodded and kept eating, but the guy kept glancing at you, so you kept glancing back. Kirk noticed that you were looking at him every so often, but he didn't say anything. When you two were done eating, Kirk paid the bill and you both went home.
So some guys basically just like staring at us hard, just like that's nothing.
He probably wondering why Kirk Hammett is in the middle of Olive Garden
with a 16-year-old.
So you're just going with the narrative that the reader is 16.
Yeah, we both went with that. So.
Yeah.
Also, with how we acted, we might as well be 16. What so much?
Are we not gonna talk about the picture?
No.
Click on it.
This just zooms it in.
Who gave this nigga this Mother Teresa?
Right.
He's about to put a curse on me. Imagine getting prayers from Kirk. Or are you going straight to hell?
No, I'm just skipping through the chapter real quick and just see if there's any substance. He got jealous because we were looking at the guy because we liked it.
Kirk's not the brightest.
You know what you did.
No, nigga. I don't know what I did. He better stop playing with me before I put near his shampoo bottle.
What?
Dino Nugget 573 is carrying the story, to be honest. I look forward to Dino Nuggets 573's comment.
And this is like recent, 4 days ago.
4 days ago. Like when they said that Lars looked like a gremlin, I lost my mind. Yeah, so I ain't know what.
Alright, next one. God.
Look at him. Look at him. He definitely not using Head and Shoulders, baby. That's not Head and Shoulders. You know what that
Can we get started with the story already?
It's cream of nature, baby.
The morning after, the next day, 3:05 p.m., I woke up with Kirk's arms
Woke up
around
at
me.
3:05?
It was super comfy,
PM?
so I had to get...
Why are we waking up?
Day.
We waking up so damn late. God.
The latest time we woke up was
I
1
wanted
o'clock.
to go out
Like,
by myself again, just one time. I went downstairs even though my legs were sore from last night. I made enough coffee for me and Kirk. I drank my cup and got dressed. Here's the fit. Fire, flex biceps, baguette,
girl, you wearing slides? She got on the Walking with Jesus 9. What?
Because I've read a lot of fanfics in my day.
We never.
At least these outfits are simple. Because I've seen some atrocious looks.
Not
Atrocious. At least they outright said were white, blue-eyed, and blonde hair.
Every time they describe you as, he ran his fingers through your long flowing hair. Me with my afro. Be for real.
With your long, wavy blonde. I'm just like...
And my hair sticking up.
And then this is how my hair looks.
Oh, damn.
Look like a damn mop.
You kind of look like the doll, the Coraline doll.
I'm gonna put this back on.
That's not a bad thing.
Is it good?
That's a compliment. Being called Coraline is a compliment.
After I got dressed, I took Kirk's car to the nearest bar. When I...
This was made by a black person.
Alright, so my recording software only records for like 30 minutes. So, random cut. We finally find out who Jade was.
And we found out that the author is possibly black.
So it's our old best friend from high school.
He said, no way. Y/N? I just turned and looked at her slowly, yeah? I said with a bite of food in my mouth. Oh my god, and Jade, do you remember me? We used to be best friends till I moved away in high school. My jaw dropped. I give her a hug and we just talked for a little bit. After I was done eating, me and her got beers and we went on the dance floor. Me and Jade were just...
How old are we?
How old? Obviously, we are above the age of 21.
But we still living with our daddy.
There ain't no way. Hold on, what's happening here? And you actually did bring up a valid point. How old are we? We still living with our dad.
But we're old enough to drink.
It's almost like we are a teenager.
And we just use a fake ID.
Just dancing till two guys started to dance against us. You better back up before you end up missing. Jade said, yeah, I have a boyfriend. I followed up. He doesn't care about you, doll. I just said nothing, and Jade took her beer and smashed it against his said bitch, she said. Jade on, I said, laughing. The other guy just ran off. Me and Jade decided to go back to Kirk's house.
We just gonna not pass like that.
Like she bust a whole glass bottle across somebody's head like they is an attempted murder. My head hurt. Why did we agree to this?
Because this is what we originally planned, and we ain't even that much into it.
We ain't even halfway through. I need another Dr. Pepper.
Take her to my own. When I opened the door, I screamed Kirk and Hammy, and he came running down the stairs. I had Jade hide because I thought it would be a big surprise. Hey YN, I missed you. I was so worried you just left with no warning, he said. Then he started to kiss me. He started to kiss my neck, but it felt so good I completely forgot Jade was there. She ended up just walking out of the closet. What the fuck is this, she said, laughing. I laughed back and Kirk just looked at her weird. Who's this? He asked me. Oh, that's my new old best friend Jade. I said. He just sat on the stool and said, well, hey Jade, and here, I know you're Kirk Hammett. She talked about you the whole way here. She interrupted. Anyways, YN, do you have any coke? She asked. No, Kirk drank the last one. I said, what? She said.
About the drink.
It's like, yeah, we best friends. Hey, you got some cocaine on you.
Wait. To be fair, this was the 80s. I have my right to speculate.
All decided to play board games. It was fun because Kirk and Jade warmed up to each other and became pretty good friends. After a few hours, Jade went home and me and Kirk decided to watch some TV. I really did.
What do you mean they warmed up? Kirk, are you breathing around another woman? Are you existing around another woman?
Did miss you, YN. I was super worried. I didn't know where you were. He said, I'm sorry, I just wanted to go out. That's all I said back. I love you, YN. Don't scare me like that again. He kissed me and went upstairs and got ready for bed. When he was already in bed, I decided to go brush my teeth. When I was done, someone called the phone. Hello. I said, hey, it's me, Jade. You remember the guy from the club? She said, yeah, why? You asked, he somehow got my number, and now he won't stop calling. She said frantically, dude, you're fucked. I said, I know. She said, dude, I'm tired and going to sleep. I said, okay, bye. She said, bye. I said, then I started to head upstairs. When I got up there, Kirk was already asleep. I just laid beside him and put my head in the crook of his neck. Then I hugged his body against mine and I fell asleep just in that way.
The boo-boo grammar is actually making me sleep.
And also, we're just gonna ignore that somehow this random guy that tried to like grope her at the bar somehow got her number.
Did she not hit him?
Just got her number and won't stop calling.
Girl, my ass.
And again, yep.
Kirk gay. He is gay. Like, I'm being for real. He gay. That nigga.
Again.
For fuck's sake!
So basically, we go out to hang with Jade, meet her boyfriend. We left a note for Kirk. Yeah, we out for like all this time, and we come back around 1.
In the morning?
The next day. And so Kirk is angry. Do I look like I'm stupid, YN? I've only seen you wear a dress that one time we went on a date.
Nigga, that wasn't even the same dress, so yeah, you do look stupid.
And now you're wearing them to go see your friends? I don't think so. So he thinks we're cheating on him. How many times?
How many times?
And I also want you to look at this comment. Alright, next chapter. Oh god. Band practice. Okay,
Oh, something new.
No, this ain't new. We already read this, remember?
Okay.
Band practice. The next morning, 8:08 a.m., Kirk woke you up. YN, wake up, I have band practice today. He said, shaking, you know, I don't want to go. Jade might come over. You said, half asleep. Okay, well, we'll see you later. He gave you a kiss on the forehead and he left. A few hours later, you finally got up and called Jade on the phone. Hello? You said, hey girl, with why? Jade said, nothing. Kirk has band practice today, so wanna come over? You asked, sure, let me go get dressed. She said, okay, bye. You said, bye, see you in a few minutes, she said. After about 15 to 20 minutes, she showed up. Bitch, open the door, she said jokingly. You ran up to the door and opened it quickly. Hey dude, you said, giving her a hug. She came in, got a beer from the fridge and sat on the counter. So how's you? Encouraged, she said, opening her beer and taking a sip. Well,
okay, I'm getting bored. Let me see.
She's coming in my man's house. She coming in my nigga house. Drinking my nigga food. Well, drinking my nigga food. Drinking my nigga. I can't even talk.
It's getting boring. I'm skimming through it. Alright.
It is boring. This whole fanfic is getting boring. It was funny at first, but now I'm just bored.
She came over and hang out and she left. That's it.
Just do it your dad, so I'm just gonna leave him.
So he just left.
And here we go, and he died or something.
Party. Hey YN, wake up, we're gonna go to a party with the guys. Kirk said, shaking you aggressively. Jesus fucking Christ, Kirk. Up, stop, he said, giggling. You got up and took your shirt off and walked over to the closet. Damn, YN, Kirk said. You flicked him off and went to go get dressed. After you got dressed, you called Jade. You, what's up? Jade said, do you want to go to a party with me and Kirk's band? You asked, fuck yeah. Jade said,
why are you referring to Metallica as Kirk's band as if they are the most popular metal band on the earth? Hey, do you want to go to a party with me and Kirk's band? Nigga, you mean Metallica? I think you read a fanfic where you were dating Eddie Munson and Kirk was your uncle.
He would have been very excited about that.
He was like, oh my god, what am I gonna wear? How am I gonna do my hair? Oh my god, and you're just like, where was your way? No.
You soon pulled up to Jade's house. Hey bitch, she said as she got into the back seat. After a while, you pulled up to this huge white house. Kirk soon got out of the car and
we know the president too.
When you walked in, there was a lot of people, so you ended up losing Kirk. You stayed by Jade and walked into the kitchen to get some vodka. Quinn, let's go dance. Jade said, oh hell nah, don't dance. You said, you will tonight, she said as she pulled you into the crowd. And started to dance until Die My Darling by Misfits came on. Oh hell nah, I love this song. You took a sip of vodka and started to headbang with Jade. Oh yeah, Jade said. After a while, you two got tired of dancing, so you went to the backyard where there were less people. You two sat down and started to talk, laugh, and drink. Kirk's pub. As soon as we got in there, I lost Jade and YN. I decided to sit on the stairs and drink a beer. Then Die My Darling started to play and I saw YN headbanging. I found it really cute. After a few minutes, I saw them two walk outside to the backyard, so I decided to follow. Kirk walked over to you and Jade. Hey guys, he said, sitting beside you. Hey, what's up? Jade said. Then out of nowhere, the door swung open and it was Lars, Cliff, and James. What's up, man? They said to Kirk. You all walked over to a table and sat down. You were all laughing and talking until Lars said, hey Jade, you single? Jade looked at him in disgust. No, I'm not, and even if I was, I wouldn't get with your creepy ass, she said, rolling her eyes. You two just looked at each other and
All my niggas hate Lars. Y'all hate Lars like that nigga Mike Wheeler. What's going on? What's going on?
Laughed. After a few hours, you started to feel tired, so you told Kirk you wanted to go home. You ended up leaving and dropping Jade off at home. When you got home, you went straight to bed. Kirk lied beside you and asked, "Did you have fun?" "Yeah," you said, "I'm tired, but I can't fall asleep." You added, "How about I fucked you to sleep then?"
And porn.
Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty.
Master of Puppets. Current year 1985 and current time 4 p.m. Kirk woke you up excitedly. YN, guess what you said, What, Kirk? You said, sitting up and looking at him, me and the guys are gonna make a new album called Master of Puppets. If we start now, the album should be out by next year. He said happily. That's great, Kirk, you said as you gave him a hug. Okay, I'm going to the studio. They want me to record some riffs. Do you know where my black and white guitar is? He asked. Yeah, it's in the closet, you said. He got his guitar, gave you a kiss and left. As soon as he left, you got a call from Lars. Hey, is Kirk there? He asked. Nope, he just left. You said, oh, okay, but wait, do you think your friend is into me? Not for like any particular reason, I just want to know. He asked you, Jade? Oh no, she totally hates you, but you didn't hear it from me. If you want to talk to her, her number is 123.
Whoa,
4, 5,
wait.
7.
You just gave this nigga her number?
You are a horrible friend.
God. Oh no, she totally hates you. Like, she thinks you're a creep. She would totally like kick you in the nuts. But here's her number.
Let me find out you gave my number to a nigga that I absolutely despise.
Bitch, I don't even remember your number.
78910. You said, oh, okay, thanks. I guess you said disappointedly, yeah, bye. You hung up quickly and called Jade. She said, yes, he just called me and said the weirdest shit. You said, oh, Nahu? She asked, fucking Lars has so fucking creepy. He asked if you like him. You gossip, brah has so gross. I would tell Nick, but he would get super jealous and probably kill me, she said jokingly. You two laughed for a little while until Jade had to go. You two
Oh my God! What is that?
Alright, so everything closed out for some reason. Everything closed out, she's tired, and we're gonna stop.
Yeah, we'll probably finish this horrible story tomorrow if I don't get off at work at like 8.
Yeah, because now you're going back to work, so you're gonna start calling like around like later times than usual now.
And hang up earlier because I'm sleepy. Yeah, I get up at 8:30 tomorrow, so even later.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna do a hell of a lot of editing tomorrow. Alright.
I love you, bestie.
Alright. Outro. This movie is absolute trash. Okay.
Let's hope that I have dreams about Kirk tonight.
End it now.